Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I just got back from doing my yoga class. I'm sorry I'm looking like this, but I decided I should just go live and get dolled up for you guys on those other days where I did not have a lot of things to do. So, how are y'all today? Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. We're going to be talking about when he wants you because I think a lot of ladies are confused about when a man wants them. They don't know the difference. They just think if a man is going to call you, if he asks you out, or if he talks to you over texts or likes your post or whatever, that he wants you. A lot of times they're just curious about you. But when they really, really, truly want you, they're going to put in effort, a lot of effort, not just bare minimum. Okay. Bare minimum guys don't really want you. They'll take you if you throw yourselves at them. They'll take you if you're a pick me. They'll take you if you pursue them and all that kind of stuff. So when a man really wants you, he will chase, he will pursue, he will put in effort, he will do the most so that you know and there's zero doubts in your mind. Okay. Men that are just going to waste your time, they're not going to do all that. They're going to sit back and let you do most of the work, make you wonder about them, make you think, okay, does he want me or does he not want me? Da 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 da. So those kind of guys can take you or leave you, and they're not going to give you what they call princess treatment or give you anything that you even have on your list of standards. So if you have to ask about a man who's not doing the most for you, he don't want you. Okay. Let me repeat that for the people in the back. If you have to ask a man to do the most, he doesn't want you. If he's not putting in that effort, if he's not doing what he said he was going to do, if he's not pursuing, if he's not chasing, if he's not making sure that you know that you're a priority, he don't want you. You're just there as a place filler, placeholder until someone he truly wants comes along. Or you could be starter wife, starter girlfriend, whatever. You don't want to be that and you don't want to waste your time. So if you are torn between feeling like, oh, do I want to pursue this? No, you don't. The answer is no. You don't pursue a man, they pursue women. Okay. That's how you know how the relationship will end up. If you start off pursuing them, if you start off by chasing them and wondering why they're not making time for you or making excuses or doing the bare minimum, that's how the rest of your relationship is going to be. You're going to be mad. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, what did I? And then they were going to say, well, you knew me from the start. Okay. He said mixed signals equals he don't want you. Exactly. So if you're getting mixed signal, if you're not getting the most, then ghost. That's gonna be on my shirt, my next shirt. If you ain't getting the most, then ghost. Period. If you're not getting the most, then ghost. You might be a placeholder, but you're getting everything you want. So maybe if you getting what you want, I have no issues with getting whatever you want, baby. Get your money. That's number one. But and if you know that you're a placeholder. That's number two. And number three, if you're okay with it, that's perfectly fine. But some of these ladies out here, shout out to VA, Sprinkle Sprinkle Girl. Thanks for being a member. If some of these ladies out here don't know, they don't know the difference, and they're being, taken for a ride. Okay, so we gotta help them out. um, so y'all just got back from working out, so I got on my little sweatshirt and my little hoodie. Um, if he's not obsessed with you, I don't want him. Exactly. He said he's your placeholder too. Okay, well, see, as long as you know, that's all that matters, right? You said that's why we stay gorgeous. Someone else will treasure us. La Peaches. She said, period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you reply? Mira is asking, what do you reply to a guy who asks you to send him picture? A picture of your Cash App handle? Because that's the only way, baby. A picture of a camera, a picture of a Cash App handle. All right. A picture of a picture frame with a picture in it. That's not you. Could be a drawing. Um, the picture he already seen on whatever site that he found you on. Um, so you said your white boyfriend cheated on you while with a single mom. What should I do? He pays all the bills. Go find you a man to cheat on him with, girl. What you doing? And cut him off in the bedroom or make him wear protection. And just don't tell him what you did. Girl, that's no free ticket. He's like, okay, I see we in an open relationship now. I'm gonna go pick out mine. So just don't let him find out unless you want him to know. A guy, but I wouldn't tell him if he paying out a bill. What if he stopped putting effort so it's making me want to stop putting effort? Then don't put any effort. And if he asks you what's wrong, say, well, I'm copying you, low effort, doing the least. And the way you can tell if he really wants you is if he when he fails at whatever it is that he's trying to do to impress you, he keeps trying. He doesn't stop. He doesn't give up. He's very consistent in what he is trying to accomplish here. So he's always going to continuously try to impress, try to do the most, try to make things better, try to get your standards correct and meet them. He's never going to give it up. He's never going to give up if he wants you. Okay. If he is impatient and he really doesn't want you, he can take or leave you. He will try, and if it doesn't work, he'll be like, "Oh well, I'm moving on." You know. So the best type of person to get is one that really wants you. The one's going to try extra hard, no matter what. Okay, those are the ones you need to target. um, when he wants you, he will not be confused. He will make it clear. Yes, great goddess. He will make it clear. He will say, I want you. Mhm. How to deal with jealous when your husband works with younger girls. He's a university professor. Well, why don't you just work with some? What do you do for a living? You're a person. I don't know what you do for a living. Do you like? You're gonna run into those type of situations, and you're definitely going like this is why I'm like I feel like those type of situations, men are not going to be perfect. You have a right to be, feeling that way because sooner or later they're gonna mess up. And when they do, why are you with him? Does he pay all your bills? Do you drive the car you want? Are you able to live the lifestyle you want? Did you marry him for fidelity? What did you marry him for? This is what we're asking. Did you marry him for fidelity? Um, do you have a lot of free time on your hands that you can do whatever you like to do as well, or hang out with whoever you like to hang out? If that will ease your jealousy, I would definitely hang out around a bunch of other guys if it makes you feel better about it. But you shouldn't be feeling that way alone. I mean, go around a bunch of guys and see what happens, girl. You know. You said you're a professor that women value smart men. It's sad. It's a shame. But um, I would definitely find another way to meet more people if you are feeling some type of way. Okay. Should we level up as a woman if sugar daddy is scared of pretty women don't want a nose job no more? Okay, maybe you don't need a nose job, but just in case if you break up with him, have some money that you saved from him giving it to you. And then whenever you break up with him, if you feel like you need to do whatever you need to do with that money, you could start a business, get whatever surgery you're trying to get. But save up the money at least for if you don't end up together, at least you'll have his money and he'll literally be paying for whatever it is you're going to do next. So still get the money for it. And stay the way you are. And, sometimes you don't have to alter your appearance to get money, you know. But if you ever feel like, you do, or you want to start a business, you'll have your starting fund or your savings or whatever. And if he really likes you, he likes you for you. If he really wants you, he loves you just the way you look. Okay? You're good. Can you just date a guy because you like him and not for money? And can you pay for dates too? What? Get off this channel. Goodbye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. Not today. We are not in elementary school. We are not in junior high. This is the real world out here. Okay. Goodbye. No, you can stay. I'm just joking. Girl, stay and learn because you're gonna need this sooner or later. We all do. Right to the right, Takesha? Takesha just laughing. CC said, girl, wake up. Yes. Yes, you can date. If you have a one in front of the number of your age, you can date for that reason. Yes. If you anywhere, let me just say 16, because some people can't date until they're 16. 16 up into 19, maybe 20. You can date like that. But after that, after you get that two in front of your letter, after you get that two, you can't. After you hit them 20s, you can't. You can't pay no more on no more dates. I wouldn't even suggest paying as a teenager, but I know some of y'all will. But after you hit the age of 20, you can't do that no more. Okay, can I explain why? Are you a man, Starseed? Because that's the man's job, baby. It takes away your femininity and it puts you into your masculine. And then you're not able to be the divine feminine that you are. Now, if you were out with a bunch of girls and you had a friend and she was, your bestie or whatever, yes, you can pay if you want to. If you're out with your kids and stuff like that, yes, you can pay if you want to. But when you're out with a grown man that likes you, he needs to pay. And only because he needs to show you that he's a provider, that he can actually afford to date you, and that he cares enough for you to pay for your food, at least, okay? Or whatever y'all are doing on the date. If you pay, you desperate. If you pay, you're in your masculine. If you pay, he can't even impress you. If you pay, you're taking away the only thing that he has to even try to impress you, and now you're chasing him. So it's going to backfire sooner or later. So you don't want to do that. Okay. And when a man invests in a woman, even if it's just for paying for a meal, he feels closer to her and more likely to stick around. Okay. If he ain't lose no money, lose no sleep, or have to even take one step chasing, nothing lost. Men like to chase, men like to impress. You have to allow them to do that. Oh, you were trying to explain to your sister she wasn't getting it? Okay. So you wanted to make a spectacle, I see. Okay, Starseed, I see. I thought you were serious for a second. I was getting ready to be mad. You're welcome. You're welcome. What are some feminine things I can do while sitting down? I feel so awkward when I'm listening to him talk, and I don't know what to do with myself. You can practice on your posture, sticking the boobs out. Practice your posture, stick your boobs out. Engage your core and your abs. Look, I just came from yoga class, y'all. Engage your core and your abs and hold. Deep breaths. You can work on your abs, girl, and your core. And perk up them boobies, girl. The perkier they look, the more you gonna get, okay? And squeeze them glutes. Do them kegels while you up there. You're gonna look like this. And they might make much more, girl. Look. You know, squeeze. We'll bring some nice color to your face. Okay. You set hands in lap, shoulders back, chest out, neck long, and you're going to reach from the top of your head into the ceiling. And you're literally just stretching, working your core and doing some Kegels, girl. Looking like you got some nice perky boobs. Pout your lips, yes. And breathe and exhale. And then laugh at whenever he tells a joke, laugh. That's how you're going to exhale. How can you tell if a man has lost feelings? If he has lost interest. If he has lost interest in you, if he's not trying to impress you anymore, not do the most for you or anything like that, he's lost feelings. Yeah. You said, is that all you could do with your hands or face? I mean, you can play with your hair a little bit. You can caress if you have on something low cut, you can caress your collarbone. You like, then you can like reach down to your ankle, do a little stretch, and rub your ankle. Then you can put your hands back in your lap. Then you can start the whole process over, play with your hair. Girl, just figure it out. You know how you can do it. What do you do if a piece of your weave falls out in front of him? Get you some better weave that don't fall out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why is your weave falling out, man? What kind of weave you got? Girl, there are people in the gym running miles and marathons and doing yoga upside down poses, weave still in. Get you some better weave. That's what I suggest. That's all. Get you some clip ins with the strong metal clips. Secure them tight. There you go. You said make sure your hair is locked down before you go on the date, honey. So, and if he really like you, he won't care if your weave fall out, baby. He'll be like, you need some better weave? I got you. You won't ever have this problem ever no more because I'm going to get you the good stuff, baby. He's going to make sure you got that good weave. Period. How do we, okay, let me see something. What is the way to get money to look good? And he has to want you if he is going to give you money. Most men who give women money are investing in them in a future of dating. Okay, so they really got to want you. But that's number one. And you can tell if he wants you, if he's always trying to impress you and you're not really super impressed. If he really wants to impress you and you mention something about needing some financial help or like you need some new tires on your car, he's going to automatically jump in and try to offer you, help or to pay for them. So that's another way you could tell that he really wants it. If he jumps in and tries to save you or save you some money. So, for example, if you're texting him and he says, "Oh, how was your day today?" "Oh, it was good. I had to go get some air in my tire. They say I might need new tires because they're not, I need some new tires." And, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. I'm trying to figure this out." If he really likes you and he really wants you, what is he gonna do? "Oh, well, how much are they? I'll help you out. I can buy you some tires. You know, how much I'm gonna cash app it to you. What do you need?" If he's thoroughly trying to impress you and he wants you, he will offer you that money right there in the same conversation. Or, Maybe the next time he sees you, he will offer you that money if he wants to. If he's playing games and he could take you or leave you, he's not all that into you, he will not offer, he will offer suggestions or totally ignore it and change the subject if he really doesn't really want you. If he's just there to kill time, he's not going to offer to help you. Okay. How can you start setting a new standard for men you've accepted less from in the past? You could start anytime. Just make sure you don't go backwards. Make sure you keep those standards high. And for the next guy that you meet or whatever, make sure they stay there. Stay on high standard. Stay on your high standards. You said no. Lulu, sprinkle, sprinkle. Lulu Bunny says no hesitation, no teeth pulling. I know that's right. Yeah. You won't have to beg. You won't have to keep dropping clues 50 times. You won't have to get mad and start, distancing yourself so he catches on. He'll automatically want you. He'll want to help you. He's prepared to help you. When he saw you, he said, that's her, and I'll do anything to keep her. That's how you know they really want you. And they will find a way to do whatever it is that they can do to get you to be impressed by them. You said, why can't you find someone who loves you? Because you don't need to be looking for people that love you. You need to be looking for people that want you. There's a difference. People that want you will find you because you've been all that they've been looking for, because that's what they want, someone like you. And once they have you, they will definitely fall in love with you. Okay. So you're not supposed to be looking for people to fall in love with. They're supposed to be looking for you to fall in love with. Okay. How many dates until you can mention financial help? If the man really wants you, you can start mentioning how you need this and how this is broken and how you lost this and how you did this. And those are dropping clues. You don't straight out ask. You just drop a bunch of clues. And if they rush to offer to help you, they really want you. You can start dropping it on, you can start dropping clues on the first date. And by the second date or the couple of texts, maybe if he talks to you the next day or the same night, he can offer to help you if he really likes you. So, like on the first date, like I said, you can bring up, needing some new tires or that you went and got something done to your car and they say you need something else and you're trying to figure it out. Pause. He should either offer to help you or text, well, I'll help you out with your car later on if he really wants you. Because if you can't figure it out, that means obviously you don't have enough money to do it right now. And if he doesn't offer to help you and he has money, he's going to think he's going to think that you don't feel like he likes you or is trying to impress you. So he's either going to try to pay for it and give you the money, or he's going to let you go or let you figure it out that he's not really that into you. Okay. Katrina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you help me ideas on how to sell? This is wrong channel, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just get on there and start doing the cards, baby. Why are you on this channel asking me the questions about that? I don't even read cards no more, baby. Just do what feels best to you, what feels what feels natural to you. That's what you got to do. You got to follow your own instinct. Okay. Just keep going until you get what you want, baby. There's so many people out there doing free readings these days. I don't know. What if they send you money, but also, thank you for the donation though, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if they send you money, but also call you ungrateful? I don't care what they call me. They can call me paid as well. Ungratefully paid, yes. We have to realize that if a man really wants you and they call you ungrateful, it means that they didn't really want to give you that anyway because they were seeking something in return. When a man really wants you, they don't seek that much in return. They just want to see you happy, taken care of, and all that kind of stuff, okay? If a man is going tit for tat all the time, then he's more about himself. So what you want is to say, I'm very grateful for everything that you ever done and ever will do for me. And if you say it one good time, you don't have to keep saying it all the time. You just say thanks. Thank you. Like, what am I supposed to do every time you help somebody? I mean, if you're his woman, that's his job. Okay. If you become his woman, if y'all become, a couple, that's his job now, baby. He should be grateful you gave him that job because he wanted you, right? Oh, CC, sprinkle, sprinkle, because somebody else can have that position. Okay, people got to remember that. If someone else could have that position, you need to be grateful that you're allowing him to have that position. Okay, just like some people who work jobs, they think their boss is going to lose something by losing them. Your job will be online tomorrow, and somebody will be interviewing for your position. So a lot of people think, oh well, this job can't lose me. I do so much. You know what? Next. So a lot of guys get confused because they pursued you as the woman, and then they give you the money to impress you, and then you say thank you, and then they say, oh well, you're still ungrateful. Okay, well you need to be grateful for the position that I allow you to hold in my life. Otherwise, next. Okay, these are the standards that a lot of ladies got to have because men don't remember, you know, that they wanted you in the first place. They came up to you. Okay, they pursued you in the first place. So, next, if they can't get it together, they forget sometimes. And you need to remind them because if they really want you, they would be grateful to have a woman in order to, help, please and help give money to, rescue, and make sure she feels secure and safe, right? Oh, Queen Son, sprinkle, sprinkle, pretend your car radio was broken. He laughed, didn't offer to fix it. It was over by a grown up boy. Um, well, car radio. Okay, I don't know. That's not really good because you have a phone and you can just hook up the thing to Bluetooth. I don't know if that was like a big major thing. I would have gone for tires. You could have got a couple thousand out of that, or at least a few hundred. Car radio sound like you still got a car from the 80s. I mean, they got so many options for car radios. You could just hook up your phone. But I would have gone for something bigger, like a bigger part. Because car radio, your car works fine without that. Your life is not in danger. Okay. The point is for him to rescue you. Your life ain't in danger because your radio don't work. You might be safer without it. So you gotta put yourself in a little bit of danger when you ask for something, so he can rescue you. Would you confront a guy that ghosted you, only returning back for access? No, I wouldn't, because you know what? If it was that good, I would have came back first. Okay, so you got to really think about that. If he coming back to you and you wasn't trying to find him, then the answer is no. Goodbye. Okay, just think about that. Like, why is he coming back to pay these bills? You should be able to call him a hero. Exactly. How to approach the fear of not getting the things you want. Don't ever fear it not getting what you want. No, you're gonna get it, and then the fear will leave. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna give it to you, baby. If he don't, that other one will. If he don't, then that other one will. Because you have to have that type of faith in yourself. If you don't, you're never gonna get nothing. Okay? You gotta walk around knowing you deserve it and that somebody wants to give it to you. Okay? You go around fearing that you're not gonna get something, you're not gonna get it. You said, sure, if a guy says how many girls he has slept with so far, what does it mean? I really wouldn't even be paying attention because I really don't care how many people he done slept with, how many people he done paid bills for. That's what I care about. Okay. And is he gonna pay mine? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I could care less. Well, how many bills you gonna pay? That's what I need to know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What old men truly genuine like in younger women? To remind them of their youth and that they still got it. Okay. Younger women remind old men of their youth and that the old man still got it, baby. Still attractive, still the man, still handsome. Makes them feel a little bit more masculine. And How bad is it to drive an old car? Is it detrimental to a woman's image? How old? Like, cause some of y'all, I don't know how old y'all are talking about. Is it old, like embarrassing old, or is it just old because you haven't bought a new car in 5 to 10 years? I don't know. What old man truly? Yeah, you drank from the wrong cup with the little what? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all asking dumb questions. I'm just going to skip some of these. The old men truly, genuinely want. Okay, y'all keep spamming. Okay, people always judge you, but never help pay your bills. But why would you care for their opinion? Exactly. If you ain't paying no bills, I don't. I'm not listening. Um, you say been working on being more feminine and softening my voice, and everyone knows me. Have been calling me a pick me just for doing so. What do I do? Um, just say your throat hurt, girl, and I can't be screaming no more. Oh my gosh, my throat's hurting. And so I was looking some stuff up online and they just say speak softer because, I don't want to strain my voice. Girl, So I'm sorry you don't like the way I sound in my new voice, but like it's really been bothering me. I have to take throat lozenges at night for screaming all the time. And it's so much less stressful. And, I feel like this is like a lot better on my voice and my nerves. So I'm sorry you don't like it, but it's just I'm doing something better for myself and taking care of my voice and lie straight up, baby. Um, girl, hit that Michael Jackson falsetto and start talking like Mike. I'm so sorry you don't like my voice. I have to save my voice. You don't have to pick me. It's okay. I'm not trying to be picked. I'm just trying to be cute. There's a difference. And let me tell you something. You said they're mad because they have big. Yeah, you can change your voice at any time. That is your right. That is your right. When you pick up that phone and you say hello, or you say hello, how may I help you? They don't talk about you then if you are at work or somewhere answering somebody's call or trying to be extra proper. They don't care then and how you speak to them versus how you speak to someone you don't know. But as soon as you soften your voice to sound extra sexy or something, then they care. Sounds interesting. But a man is gonna like you. When a man really likes you, your voice is gonna be like he's gonna hear your voice in his head too. So you might as well make it soft and cute. Okay. Valentine's was good this year. You got $100 and went to a game. Flowers, treats. Good for you, Eric. Oh, $1,000. Excuse me, I left a zero. $1,000. Good for you, Erica. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your boyfriend asked if you wanted to split the hotel cost. I'm stopping reading right there, girl. But let me finish it with him because he's coming tomorrow. I said no. Good for you. Why do they try? I don't know. We don't split nothing over here. Let you do it or I ain't doing it. An old man in the gym asked you out for coffee. I said I don't drink coffee. He said, "What about tea?" You once said to say no, thank you, and he started to say he was with a woman who took all his money. See, that's the pattern. He wants to take you out on a cheap date and do the least for you. And met you in the gym. He didn't even have to go nowhere different. Didn't have to get dressed up. He just saw you and he said, she looked like somebody who would go out on a coffee date. I would be insulted. I'll say, please don't ask me out ever again. If you're going to ask me out on a cheap date, if you scared of women taking all your money, then date somebody else because women are expensive. And if you can't afford us, then leave us alone. Goodbye. Hold on, I'm trying to clean off the screen. Okay. If you can't afford us, leave us alone. Goodbye. Okay. That's literally what you need to tell these guys who are putting in the least amount of effort and who want you to pay for stuff. If you can't afford me, get out of my face. Literally, you got to go. Is it your world? Your husband and I have 15 rental properties. You hate your main house. How can you get him to move to a safer area and better area? I hate our main house. You do? The school system sucks and hubby does not want to move. Then you start moving, baby. Don't you have your own mind? Thank you for the donation, by the way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you some boxes and start packing. Girl, be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna move into one of those nicer properties that we own, and whenever for the kids, and we'll stay there. If you like being in the hood, great. But we're moving, and if you would like to come with us, you know the address. Bye. Because I'm out. I'm not gonna live there. I, you know, and it's safer, and you're doing the smart thing, and you're trying to protect your children. So that's your motherly instinct. So you need to just go, and he'll follow. You just got to put your foot down, baby. Do men spend more when they are attached to you and love you, and when they want to sleep with you and want? Yep, all of the above. They spend more when they want to do all of the above. If they haven't done all of the above yet, they spend a lot more. If they've already slept with you, but they really want you and they like you, they'll still keep spending. Okay, they don't stop. Especially if you want something. If you ask for something, they gonna get it. Okay. Because they know you can get it somewhere else. There you go. What if I don't want to wait until he pays to go on vacation? Should I go alone or pay myself? Well, if you go alone and he's not there, then you're on a vacation by yourself as a single woman. So go alone if that's what you want to do, and don't you don't have to report back into him or nothing. You pay, you go. That's your vacation. If he wants to go, he'll pay. What age should a 23-year-old aim for? Somebody who could pay all her bills and his bills with no problem, and give her some extra money on the side, however old you think that is, baby. Do men spend? Yeah, okay, I already answered that. You met a 66-year-old and he said his wife and him are still fighting in court over his money. He thinks he's the prize. Why are men so feminine, even old men? Because she's trying to take all his money, girl. So basically, he just told you he ain't about to be your sugar daddy. Read between the lines. We don't care about all of that. He just basically told you I'm old and I want to date for free. So what are you gonna do? Broke men always like your curls, and the most of the time, wait, and the time don't like when I have my straight hair. Weird. Okay, sure. And if he, if his average relationship duration with each girl is 18 months and is a red flag, he's 30. Girl, that's 37 is the red flag. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, his goal is to find his wife. Either he in the closet and he's too young, or he's finding a starter wife. I would just totally avoid all of that together. Go on, just find somebody who's closer to 50, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All of that needs to be avoided. The whole package. Avoid the whole thing. Just skip. Next. Too young. He's looking for his starter wife. Done. You don't want to be the starter wife. Okay. You want to be the wife after this wife that he is looking for. You say he's lying, trying to get in. Usually that's true. When a guy says he's looking for a wife, he's trying to get some booty. Okay. He's gonna make you think you the one, so you can give it up. He ain't got to spend no money. So he is a lot young. Yes. I wouldn't even bother with that one. I was like, well, good luck finding her. Act like you're not even interested. Well, I'm not really looking for a husband right now. I'm looking for someone who will spoil me. And then I figure he would definitely make a good husband if he can definitely spoil me. So I like to do things in a different type of order, because the man that I end up with going to be someone who literally has to spoil me. So unless you can do that, I'm not interested in no type of marriage. He told me he doesn't take care of me anymore because I left him. He doesn't trust you. What do you do? Go get another one, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why are y'all wasting time on these guys who don't want you? If you if he wanted you, he will still take care of you, hoping that you will come back to him, girl. And if he don't trust you because of whatever you did or whatever, then it doesn't matter. He don't have to trust you to want you, baby. There's a whole difference to that. There's a whole difference. Let me tell y'all a secret. You don't have to trust somebody to want them. Is that correct? Do you trust the people that you want? Think about that. Oh, Bree, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for everything. Thank you too for the donation. I appreciate you. So y'all have to really read between these lines that guys are giving y'all. So he doesn't want to pay for you. He don't trust you. Okay, well then move on. He's telling you right there. He's not going to do nothing for you no more. He don't want you no more. There you go. Because if he still wanted you, he'd be paying for you, and he would try to work on trying to figure it out how he can deal with you. Okay. What can I write in your bio profile for dating apps? Um, don't sound like everybody else. That's all I can tell you. Write something clever and keep it short because men don't be reading the whole thing anyway. It's not rocket science. Girls, come on, grow up. Sure, your husband is a provider, a good man. You work by choice, but he wants the traditional housewife stuff. We fought because he feels unappreciated. How do I act like I appreciate him without being a maid? Tell him to hire a maid, and she will, and tell the maid to say thank you every day. I appreciate my job. Okay, that's gonna be part of the contract. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So make sure you tell the maid that she has to say that phrase. Thank you, sir. I appreciate my job. Okay, done. He feels that not taking care of the home like a wife should. Well, I feel like if you go, here's my thing. I don't care what he feels. Okay. If he wanted a domestic worker, he should have married one. Were you a domestic worker before you got married? Then why would you become one after for free? If you want to clean somebody's house, go get paid and become a maid. Okay. Go clean everybody else's house and come home with your paycheck for cleaning. Okay. Say, I clean all day long and I get paid. Then hire yourself a maid, girl. What? So not even maids work for free. I think you should do this. Well, I don't care what you think. I think you should hire a maid. If I'm going to do all that work at home for free, I might as well go get a job, sir. That would be what I would say. Look, okay, well, you want the house clean? Great. I'll go get a part-time job and you can clean it when you get home. Girl, don't go get you a part-time sugar daddy. That's what you do. That's your job. After giving up the cookie and still not saying I love you, but he says it every day. He's madly in love. What challenge should you give him next? What kind of car you want to drive, baby? Start talking about the car you want. See if he want to take you to the dealership and put that down payment on it. Okay, that's the next challenge. The car. Okay, how you said now you're in a struggle. How to end this fight? Go on strike. Okay, stop doing anything. Just be there. Exist. There is no power struggle if you're the wife. You understand? You go on strike. Stop doing everything. I mean everything. Stop doing everything. Sit on the couch, binge watch everything on Netflix your little heart desires. Okay? Don't do nothing. Strike. See what happened. Okay? You said you got kids. Well, take care of your kids, but don't do nothing for him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Teach them kids how to clean up. And if they don't do a good job, at least they tried, okay? But you are on strike. All you're gonna do is take care of your kids, and that's it. Wash their clothes only. Wash your clothes, their clothes. Cook their food and your food. Don't do nothing else for him. If he wants to power struggle with you, let him power struggle alone with no clean clothes and no food. Because I wouldn't be doing that anyway. Till he appreciates you. Okay, so go all on strike and make sure you look good while you on strike too. Okay, extra good. Okay, don't be looking ugly. You got to look super good when you're on strike. So be up. Y'all ever seen that show, that old school show, Married with Children? The wife, how the wife is, that's how you need to be. Make sure you always dress, your makeup, hair done, sitting on the couch, filing your nails, or watching your Netflix series, eating your bonbons or your celery sticks or whatever, and don't do nothing. Okay. If you scared or whatnot, still don't do nothing because that's not your job. If he wants a domestic worker, y'all need to figure out what service y'all gonna call and help him out. He said Peggy Bundy vacuumed occasionally. Yeah, for like 2 seconds in one spot. uh, yeah, you got to go on strike, baby. And if he really wants you, he gonna do whatever you need him to do. How do you seduce using your eyes? People say that's very powerful. You just make eye contact and look, give a little smirk, and then look away. If they want you, they're gonna come get you. That's it. Hey, look into their soul. If sugar daddies don't care about money and women, what do they care about? What's important for them? What should we be focused on? Just being there, baby. That's all they focus on. You just being there, your time and energy. That's it. Your presence. That's pretty much it. The strike doesn't help. I've been there. It get worse. That's because you let it get worse. If you go on strike and don't do nothing, if he wants it to get worse, it could get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like a lot of women are too nice. You got to be evil sometimes. Okay, you got to pull out your evil card. You got to be like, you know what? I'm finna channel SheRaSeven right here. I'm finna get into my SheRaSeven era. Okay, this is what you need to tell yourself before you even open your mouth. You know what? I didn't marry you to be the maid. You can go call a lawyer right now. I will put you on child support for all these kids. Or you can hire a maid. Because which one gonna be cheaper? Get into your SheRaSeven era. Okay? Pull pull that card. Which one gonna cost more, a maid or a lawyer? You tell me. Because I'm done. You want this house clean, you better make it, you better figure it out. If you want me to cook and clean all day, then you need to pay me what a chef and a maid makes combined. In that account every month on automatic pay. Okay, you need to be direct depositing. And with that money, I'm gonna go hire a maid myself. Because this is not gonna work. You want to pull the lawyers in it? We can do that. Get into your SheRaSeven era and solve your problems. Because y'all too nice. I would not even be bothered. Okay. If he wants you, he gonna shut up and hire that maid and settle for some DoorDash. Okay. He's mad because you stopped doing his laundry. Then he gonna learn how to do his own laundry. You still clean because you're a clean freak. He spoils me. Girl thought he spoils you, so he feels I don't treat him well. Tell him there's a such place as the cleaners and the weekend where he can wash his own dirty drawers. Okay, you can wash your own dirty drawers on the weekend. Every time I see them skid marks, I'm less attracted to you. You really want me to be cleaning your dirty drawers? I think you need to do that yourself, sir. No, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Tell him that, and he'll be all embarrassed, and he'll start doing his own laundry. Like every time I smell your dirty drawers, laundry, I don't even want you to touch me. So you get in there and do your own laundry, okay? Take them to the cleaners or something. There's laundry services these days. You do it. You only one person. I got to cook and clean for these kids and me and you. You are a grown man. Do your own laundry. Just embarrass him like that, and he'll start doing his own laundry. Girl, you got to know how to play the game. It's like I can't. These kids wipe better than you. Girl, he'll do his own laundry. You just gotta embarrass him one good time, and you gotta be that. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said if he has skid marks, you leaving. Just make sure you just embarrass him. He ain't gonna ask you no more. Okay? You said marriage sound petty. It is if you don't do it right. That's why you gotta lay down the law in, in the beginning. You said, what if you're scared for your reputation and you don't want to be seen with old men? What is your reputation? That you only date young broke men? I'm sorry, I only date dusty, dope, broke young men. I'm sorry, I can't be seen with no old man who paying all my bills. Oh no, what? No, girl, I would be more embarrassed to be seen in public with a dusty that ain't paying no bills. You already know when you see a couple together and dude look good and better than a girl, you know who paying them bills. She is. Oh, look, there go pick Bisha and her piece. No thanks. I'd rather be with an old man so you know what's up. I'd rather be the arm candy with all the nice things. Gifts on the way in the mail as we out. Okay. Bills already paid early. That's when you out with an old man, people already know all her bills is on automatic pay. They get paid early and there's probably gifts on the way. And he probably bought her a nice car. All that goes through people's minds. So when they see you with somebody your own age is looking good, oh, I bet she paying for half, or I bet he got another one on the side, or you know, why is he with her? I'm not going to go through that. My reputation would be ruined if I'm seen out with some youngster. Nope. You gotta think like that. He said this old man tried to give you his building. You might have to take him up on it. Girl, go get that building. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're a dancer and you have no game. Can you help? Girl, you gotta learn the game. It comes with experience. Do it, flirt. You gotta flirt. Flirt and make them feel like a masculine man and then ask them for help, baby. Mention your problem. Oh, you're so sweet and strong. Do you work out? Oh my gosh, yes. You smell so good. What are you wearing? I smell so good. You got, I smell like you now. Yeah. Oh, okay. You got to work it. What if a man is a provider but you don't love him? Should a woman still marry him? Girl, how many people do you really think marry for love? Let me tell y'all something. Most men don't marry for love. So why should you? Most men do not marry for love. So why should you? You know who's in love? Them little high school kids that don't even know what love is. You know who's in love? Them two people that ain't even together because they got other people. You know who's in love? The people you don't really end up with. And I'm gonna tell y'all that's the honest truth. Because you don't. So guess what? Stop looking for it. You marry for lifestyle, not love, baby. Because eventually that feeling is going to fade, and the love that grows in a marriage is going to be a more sustainable love as a family unit. Okay, that romantic type stuff, it's like it's not, it's a honeymoon phase and it doesn't last forever. Okay, But when you grow in love and with a family and in a marriage, it's a different type of love. It's not that, lovey-dovey in love stuff. It's like a family love. So you have to understand that. So go for lifestyle. Because if you don't love your lifestyle, you ain't gonna love the person in it. Okay. And how to handle insecurity of aging your 30s, feel your sex value decrease even though I'm competing with 18 years at work, man, go for younger, never me. Well, then get around some old ladies where you look the youngest, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm the youngest one in my class, baby. In my yoga class, this lady came up to me, you look nice and young. Get around some oldies, okay? Go to Denny's, Luby's, Bingo, okay? The Hole in the Wall Club where they still playing what's them groups, them old R&B 90s groups? Yeah, you got to hang around some old people. That way you will look very young. And all the old men with them Social Security checks and them AARP, Drew Hill, somebody's sleeping in my bed. You hear that? That's the club. That's the right place. Okay. All right. Go get your money. You hanging around you little youngsters. Of course, you hanging around 18-year-olds, you gonna feel old. You old enough to be their mama. Go get around somebody old enough to be your mama and problem solved. Okay. I mean, sometimes the answer is very simple. Okay. Sure. What do you say about a rich virgin man who wants to wait till marriage for intimacy? Should I be impressed with? I would be impressed that you believe that lie. A rich virgin man. I don't believe it. I don't believe. I don't believe it. Um, I would probably be laughing inside when somebody told me that. I'm like, you know what? Sure. Let's go pick out rings, baby. What did I want? Let's go get the ring. You need a green card? No, you don't need no green card. How your credit look? You rich, right? I still need this credit check because sometimes people be fronting. All right, go get that credit check. Make sure you legal, and then maybe we could talk. How do you condition yourself to marry for lifestyle and not love? Okay, think about what your marriage is going to look like in 10 years from the day you marry. What are sorry? What house are you going to live in? What car are you going to be driving? How often are you going to be able to go on vacation? Okay. This is what you need to be thinking about. Are you going to be slaving away at someone's job? Are you going to be forced to work while you're pregnant? Are you going to be forced to put your kids in childcare or stay home with them and not have no money? Like, what is your life going to look like on his salary? Because love don't pay for none of that. Okay. Because once family life sets in, yeah, most people argue over money and work around the house. And if y'all don't have enough to be comfortable with, and it's always going to be a struggle, then you're not going to even be happy anymore, and that love is going to fizzle. It's going to start to turn into something that you don't even recognize or like anymore. So you need to marry for lifestyle so that you have enough comfort and luxury in your life to pad and make you comfortable. Okay, because you're not going to be able to even enjoy your own life or see that man if you're always struggling and working. You're not even going to be able to enjoy that life once y'all have kids because so who's going to support them? So go for lifestyle because that in love feeling be gone in a few years. Then you just stuck and you got to make it work with all that struggle of and pressure and all that kind of stuff. You're not even gonna love each other no more. Get that money. All right. You said warning. Queen Sus says morning. Steve wife's ex-wife married for love, but he didn't, and he dumped her for the side piece. True love. Exactly. You don't want to do that. Mm-mm. Don't be the starter wife, baby. If he loves you more than you love him, he'll go out and make sure your lifestyle is comfortable. Okay. You received your elixir today. Oh, I'm so glad. You took you some and you started you so now you're excited. What's to come? Yes. I would do like 10 drops, like little droplets, like in the morning and 10 in the afternoon. Like I have mine here. So like one full one is 10, like about that much is 10 drops. So I would take one like this in the morning and one in the afternoon, and like let me take mine now. And you'll definitely feel more energetic, freer thinking, faster thinking. Here's my Etsy shop if y'all want to try the elixirs. Um, if you're on phase one, more vivid dreams, better ideas, getting out of your own way, being able to see things more clearly, being able to read between the lines. A lot of the answers to questions that you have are going to be more clear, and everything is just going to become more bright and vivid in your life, and you're just going to feel more energy and be able to do more. You're going to have more energy to do a lot more. And it's just minerals and natural things that we normally don't get in our food and water anymore due to, eating too much processed things. A lot of times we used to get water straight from the earth and our foods from the earth. And a lot of the minerals that we're not getting has decreased our ability to do a lot of these things naturally. And these elixirs are just going to help you get back there. Okay. Be your higher vibrating self, your highest vibrating self. So start with phase one. Oh, Hyper TV, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your provider entertains other flirty women. Combo, should I act upset or unbothered to get the bag? Well, as long as you're getting the money, I'm fine with it because you can do the same thing. Like it is annoying, but think about this. He can't get mad at you if you do the same thing because that's what the arrangement obviously is. You mirror him. When a when a guy comes up and you're extra flirty with him, like he can't really say anything because he's doing the same thing. You know. I would just get my bag and mirror. What actions besides giving men money would be considered a pick me? Someone who will do anything to keep a man, like, paying half the bill. I would say 50-50 chicks are pick me's. I would say any woman will not, who doesn't love herself more and allows a man to talk trash to her, talk down to her, and not even able to you know, I just feel like it's someone who is so desperate to be in a relationship that they just take a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? Would date someone with no car, stuff like that. How do you give us a recap on how you are supposed to treat a man and not look desperate? Should you be mean, treat him like he's supposed to be treating you? First of all, he's pursuing you. He's trying to impress you. All you have to do is acknowledge him, say thank you, and basically allow him to continue. You have human decency, you're kind, you're nice, you're considerate, you have manners, but he's pursuing you. He's the man. Okay. I'm not finna go all out and be this type of woman who is doing all this extra stuff for some man who hasn't earned it. They gotta earn that. Okay. It's like, remember, they like to do that. They like to earn their way. Mm, don't be desperate. Don't be too clingy and don't be too desperate. When you're in a relationship. Yeah, when you're in a relationship, it's still all about you. I don't know why y'all keep Y'all want to do the most for these dudes. If you start doing the most, they're going to start doing the least. You have to keep them doing the most. Come on now. Y'all get in a relationship and now y'all want to go put on y'all chef hat. Y'all want to go get on y'all stripper heels. Y'all want to go get on y'all maid outfit and y'all Swiffer and start being a wife. You ain't got no ring. You ain't on the deed. Why are you finna do the most? No. In a relationship, you still let him court you. You still let him pay all them bills. You still let him chase. Because if he ain't chasing you, who he gonna be chasing? Okay? You still gotta get that ring, don't you? So so when you in a relationship, you still are the prize, period. You do not adjust. You do not go get your massage table out. You don't get your oils. You don't put on no soft music. You don't cook no 5 course. You still don't do it. Okay. You tell him which flowers you like. You tell him what your favorite shops are. You tell him, where you like to eat out at. Okay. You tell him what type of diamond cut you like. You tell him your favorite movies y'all like to watch, whatever, favorite foods and snacks so he can make sure you got them. Uh-oh, Destiny, spring. Sure, you have helped me so much to level up. You lost 62 pounds. You left your fiance. You sold your house and you dating a very high caliber man. You look better than I did in your 20s. You're 44 and you have the most confidence ever. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. That was a whole testimony, Destiny. That was a whole testimony. Thank you. I am so happy for you and I'm glad that you did what you had to do. That's right. She leveled up all the way. Switched houses, switched mans. Now she look good and young. Yes. Good for you. Y'all. It can happen. Yes. When a guy asks your goals, is he love bombing? Don't tell him your goals. They're fishing for too much information. Say to be fabulous and be treated like a princess. That's my goal. My goals are to be fabulous and be treated like a princess by a man who really um, likes me. That's my goal. Oh, you mean my life goals? To live a life of comfort and luxury. Isn't that everyone's goal? Mm-hmm. Sure, if this guy you're going on date with send you long text about how he's gonna make your dreams come true, and I said, I don't get me too excited until you do that, will your response be correct or something? I would just say, we'll see. We'll see. Dot dot dot. List of all the things you need. Here's my dream list. Make them all come true and hand it to him. We'll see, baby. Sure, an old wealthy man have me gave you his number and he keeps telling me to call him. What should I discuss when I do? The new tires you need, how your car acting up, how you lost your diamond earring, how you just broke your favorite bottle of expensive perfume, how you need some new clothes because your sister stole all your nice outfits. Just all the stuff that you really want him to go buy you. That's what you need to be discussing. Okay. Break some cheap Dollar Tree glass in the background and act like that was your favorite perfume that you accidentally broke because you was distracted talking on the phone with him. Then he gonna feel real guilty. And if y'all ever meet up for a date, he gonna buy you some perfume or like a gift card or something to replace it. When you're on the date, show up with one earring on and like your hair over the other one like this. Halfway through the date, start looking around. My diamond earring. If you gone, have you seen it? Oh my gosh. These are so expensive. I don't know what to do. Oh my Oh, these are my only pair of diamond earrings. If he really like you, if he really want you, you gonna have some diamond earrings real soon. It don't even have to be real diamond. You can get them zirconiums. Okay. Make sure you do that. You're like, one earring. It's even better at bonus points if he mentions that you're missing an earring. So start pulling your hair back. Be like, it's gonna be one earring, no earring. It's like, are you missing an earring? And I'm like, what? No, grab the wrong ear first. Okay, so it ain't obvious. If you grab the right ear, he gonna know it's a trick. So you touch the earring ear, and you gonna say, no, the other one. Okay. Then then get your act on. Be like, oh my gosh, these are real diamonds. Okay, there you go. So make sure you lose the cubic zirconium. Don't even come in with it, or go to the bathroom and take it off by acting like it, or whatever. Just don't even come in with it. Make sure your hair is covering it, and he's not really paying attention. Then flip that hair back and grab the wrong ear, and you got him. All right. You said when he cries, do you comfort him? Huh? Who, your baby? Your child? Why he crying? Y'all at the funeral? Who died? Mm-mm. Oh, abundant universe, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. She was a national treasure. Oh, thank you. I'm a national treasure. Um, thank you. I appreciate that. Abundant universe, I appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Uh, Shira, did you see the news about Meghan Markle old blog post about Shira, the power of princess? She referenced. Yeah, I used to like that cartoon when I was little too. No, that was He-Man. He-Man and She-Ra. I used to watch both. Um, Shira, you have a wardrobe of designer handbags now because of you. He. Uh-oh, Emma. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your gift. Get your gifts. You have actually lost AirPods messing with a dusty. Never again. You are not gaining and obviously losing. And girl, I've been through. Okay, well, the next man you meet that got money, act like you lost your AirPods while you was doing something on the phone with him or on the date or whatever. Get you some new ones. How can I look older, get mistaken for a 15-year-old? You're 26. Any tips, guy? Red lipstick, baby. And do your eyebrows. I noticed that a lot of women who look very young, if you just do your eyebrows, put on some liner, and do some red lipstick, it makes you look older. Okay. What if I think if I marry without love, then I will be able to love my your kids are two different people from the person. You let me tell y'all something. The woman always loved the kids more than the man, even if she loved him or not. That's automatic. It's called motherly love, mother instinct. Okay, you gonna love the kids regardless because they're yours and you birthed them and you carry them for 9 months and you're gonna have to feed them and do every little thing for them. Okay, you're gonna love your children no matter what. People are out here loving cats and dogs and adopted children and people don't even have to love. So it's not going to be that hard. I think you worry too much about that. Just go marry some bum, Just go get with some broke dude that you love and learn the hard way if you so worried. Okay. And then when you finish, come back because ain't nobody gonna be able to convince you until you go through it. Okay. So go find somebody you love. Make sure you have a savings account in somebody else's name. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. And when you're done, you come back over here. Okay. When you done, you'll be back. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Just go do what you gotta do, baby. You all in love with him. What if he go? What if he goes out and cheats on you with another woman? You gonna still be in love? And you still gotta wake up and go work because you in love. You gonna be crying in your car on your way to work to clock in, knowing he cheating, but you still in love. Are you serious? Are you gonna love him regardless of what he does, even if he cheats on you, even because you were in love when you married him? That doesn't really. It's not gonna really work out in your favor if he messes up. Think about that. You gonna love him forever? You gonna love him when he mess up? You gonna still love his money if he got it though, whether he mess up or not. Okay. CJ, Sprinkle Sprinkle, you slept with a guy on the second date. The next time I saw him, I told him I started my period, which I did. Is it okay to hook up if I want to keep? Girl, y'all, how old are y'all? Y'all sound young. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, this the kind of guy you don't get no money from because obviously you just with him for uh, uh, physical reasons. So honestly, I wouldn't sleep with a guy unless he had money because if you accidentally get pregnant, you don't want to get pregnant by no broke dude. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you gonna mess around with somebody, make sure they got money too. Okay, even if they're young, just make sure they got money, young money. Make sure they got some money. Okay. Don't don't be no dusty what they call booty call. Oh, Annie, Anna, Annalie, Annalie. Those sugar daddies who ask to pay in PayPal, are they scammers? How do I ask guys for payments? I don't think PayPal's are scammers because you can get a link. You know how you have like a Cash App link? You can get a PayPal link, and all they can do is put money in it. They can't do nothing else. Hmm. I say if they ask for your bank account, then they might be trying to do something scamming. But I really wouldn't give out the bank account information. PayPal or like Venmo or something like PayPal and Cash App is good. Cash is always better though. Okay, that envelope with cash in it at the ATM. Mm. How do you feel about men who don't do for their kids but claim them on their taxes? Um, why don't you claim your own kids on your taxes and don't let him claim them? Or, or is he on child support? I mean, I don't know. Dusty men don't deal with their children. Well, just put them on child support. Okay, there you go. Shira, you had to stop messing around with dust. You aren't not gonna leave me. Exactly. Don't mess around with no dust. Even if it's just for fun. They gotta have some funds. Even if you with a man for fun, he gotta have funds. Let's put it that way because you're giving yourself insurance. What job would you suggest to stay busy and an interesting woman? I don't need to work as your fiance is a high earner, but I want to stay interesting and intimate. Be a volunteer or start your own business online or something. If you become a volunteer and join some type of, community stuff around your area, you can meet other women, be out and about doing like social stuff, or you can start your own business since you don't really have to work. And then it allows you to be creative and have fun and do some stuff that you like. I really wouldn't want to go work for people. Okay. What if you're insecure being too old? You're 19 years old. Feeling competition from 16. Girl, if you don't get off my channel with these dumb questions, goodbye. You can't even drink yet, girl. You ain't old. Exclamation point. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why don't women teach this advice to other women? Because they don't know it, obviously. They're trying to figure out still some of it for themselves. Or they're unsure, or they don't want to tell you something because they're afraid how you gonna look at them, you know. But I don't care. I'm gonna tell y'all because I feel like y'all should know. Because some women won't tell you, oh, you should go for a man with money, because then they think you're gonna judge them for being a gold digger. Better than being a broke person. Okay. Someone says competition too. Yeah, I think it's strangers will tell you more than someone you might be in competition with. Um, um, some cultures are literally about women catering to men. Well, I'm not in that culture and never will be. Okay. And if I was born in it, I would leave it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Hollywood, send me some money. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think that was a while back, but I just saw it. You still on here? Thank you. Um, you said in your culture, all the man pay all the bills. Good. Some cultures, some cultures are meant to be left. Okay. She said, yeah, some cultures are meant to be left behind. Okay. And you need to make your own culture, the culture of getting what you want. Okay. It's like that might be my culture, but that's not my standards. Okay. You can be born into a culture, but you can create your own standards. And then when they say, well, everyone else does this, it's like, I'm not everybody else. Go get everybody else then. That's what you want. Well, in this culture, my standards are different. And my standards have been set. And if you don't like them, then go find someone in that culture. Goodbye. And dismiss them along their way. It's going to make them want you more because men always want what they can't have. Hmm. And y'all know in some cultures, let me tell y'all a secret. In some cultures where men are, it's like, oh, you have to cater to the man, you have to be a virgin when you get married, and you have to, be, this good woman. They be out chasing everybody in the bar, in the club, but you gotta sit there, you know, and be all perfect and stuff. But they trying to get everybody's number and whatnot. And then they go and marry somebody who is pure and a good girl, but they've been out with every other thing and walking, paying for them too. Okay, taking them out on dates, buying them stuff, taking them shopping, letting them exploit them. But then when they go get married, they get someone who doesn't know any better and does whatever they ask them to do and is a virgin. But meanwhile, they done spoiled other women and pay for stuff and everything. So I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't care. I would just do what made me happy. And then cheat on that good girl. I mean, I've met lots of guys like that, and even after they get married, they still got your number. They be trying to find out what you trying to do. Okay, so I wouldn't even bother. Hmm. How transfer from gifts to all bills paid and gifts after a month of dating? You got to have a good act and say that your job might be letting you go and start crying and saying how glad you are you met that man because you don't know how you get by without him. And just say, I really might need you next month. And if you don't disappear, he wants you, girl. Whatever you need, he's gonna tell you whatever you need. Make sure you get what you need before you give him anything. So you just have to have a fake damsel in distress story. Okay. then let him get into the groove of paying those bills. Put him on automatic pay so that every month the bills are paid out of his account, and let that go for a while. See if he's consistent with that. Give him a lot of attention. Call him, text him, tell him thank you, and see if it continues. You know, you got to ease into it, definitely. And you can't move ahead in the relationship unless that's taken care of. And if he says, well, what is it going to take for you to be in a relationship with me and commit to me? Then you say, well, I need you to take care of me. And there you go. If he wants a commitment and he asks what it's going to take, then that's when you tell him automatic bill pay. Always keep up with a trick or treat list and don't give up anything until all the items have been scratched off. Okay. You said, will the Filipino women please speak up? Speak up for what? A lot of Filipino women come here and get them a rich man and be gold digging right next to us. Okay. They gotta do what they gotta do to get here first. Okay. But once they get here and they've clicking on these videos, it's over. Because I've done counseled a few back in the day when I used to do um, consultations. Girl, I don't want to give everybody's business, so I never use names. But this one person told me she thought because the man was American, he had money. But when he got over here, girl, he was living in a house with roommates and told her to go get a job. And let me tell you, when she went and got her a job, she found her another man and left. Period. Because these dusties will have you out here working for them, living with a roommate, and you think they rich Americans. You better check everything before you get on a plane and move to America. Because let me tell y'all something: the men who are looking for y'all, a lot of them, you need to check their finances first and foremost. Double check them because they'll show you a nice house, but how many people living in there? They'll show you a nice car, but how many payments they got left on? They'll show you, them at the beach and stuff, but is that their only day off? You better double check, baby. And then when you get there, then they're gonna tell you to work. Nope. All right. Oh, Golden Azukar. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Been dating a guy for 3 months. Did not offer to take me out for Valentine's. He still texts good morning. He says too busy and cannot see me next month. He got another one. How do I tell him not to text me or call me until he's serious? He's got another woman. You just won on the roster. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Tell him you're busy and you'll let him know when you're free, and then just never let him know. You gotta ghost him. You go, you know what? I'm really busy and I don't know if I'm gonna be available but next month, but I will let you know when I want to see you, and then never call him back. You got a roster. Okay. He doesn't really want you. You're just on standby with him. So I wouldn't even bother. Your boyfriend is a provider, takes care of you, but he has confirmed ED. Would it be silly to marry him, or would it be ideal? Our ex life, your sex life really is shady. Um, what are you marrying him for, or his D? Money or D? Money or D? This is given. This is thrown at you when you walk out the door every day. Okay, people will throw this at you every day when you walk out the door. Okay, but unless you on that pole, they ain't throwing no money. So think wisely. Quickest way is online dating, but most through, okay, y'all, good point. I'm gonna stop complaining about it. Just take the moolah. Exactly. So, should we avoid showing our men when we are jealous? Yeah, because it shows insecurity. So that he doesn't feel important or show the jealousy to keep an open heart. I'm not jealous of anybody. Like, you shouldn't be jealous of anyone because if you can't go get a better one or another one, and if you are insecure, then he's going to use that against you and it's going to eat you up inside. So you can't be jealous. Like, don't you love yourself enough to know that you can pretty much do what you want? So why would you be jealous? If you jealous, your man must look good. You need to find somebody ugly because instead of being jealous, you be impressed. Like, dang, he could pull her. I don't know why, or you be laughing because he flirting for nothing. Because look. So you need to find someone where you're not jealous of. Like, if your man ugly or old or whatever, he flirting with everybody, you ain't worried about that. Like, you be laughing, and it's entertaining to you. Like, yeah, he trying. But if he's young and cute and successful, yes, you probably gonna be jealous. You're always gonna be insecure. So find somebody where it's funny when he try to flirt, and when it's funny when he try to interact with other women, because you be hoping to see some, um, and see if he can actually pull it off half the time. Like, well, let me see if he's gonna do this. Nope. you know. So it should be more of a comedy to you instead of making you jealous. That's why you got the wrong target. You got the wrong one. They need to be jealous of you. Okay. They need to be worried about you, baby, not the other way around. If they're not worried about you, you chose the wrong one. Not, there's no reason for you to be all leveled up, a pretty woman, and sit over here jealous. It's supposed to be the other way around. What is the point of being beautiful and leveled up and pretty if you got to be jealous of somebody? Do you tell him you have other suitors if he has told you that he's dating others? Nope, you never tell them that because what they're trying to do is get you to tell them. They may not have no other suitors, but they're trying to get you to tell them that you do by them volunteering their information first. So you always say no. Okay. It's like, no, not at the moment. It's just you. Even though you got a roster, don't ever tell him. Okay. Because he's just trying to pull that information out of you. If he asks what your sexual relationships have been, why would he care? And should I answer? Yes, you should say, my sexual relations have been private and they're probably going to remain that way. Yeah. I don't kiss and tell. And I hope that you don't either. I mean, he might get some. He's going to get all excited for nothing. When you go to the restaurant with old wealthy men, what are the do's and don'ts? Don't order fettuccine alfredo. Do not order moscato and do not ask for extra ramp. I mean ramp. Do not ask for extra ranch. You should be all right. All right. Do not order crab legs. Don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk. Y'all know it was a joke, right? But it was also serious uh, advice. But don't talk about religion or politics. Okay, leave that off of the table. And if you do, or if he starts talking about it, just nod your head and say, "Oh, that's interesting." If you disagree with whatever he's talking about, don't let it show. Just like, oh, I never really thought about it like that. Do not argue. Do not get into politics or religion because older people like to talk about boring stuff like the news, politics, work. So, like, try to change the subject if he gets on politics or religion. Okay, there you go. Unless you agree with him, then you have more to talk about. Um, don't modify your meal too much. Yeah, don't go. Yeah, don't do too much. What if a man told you that looks 90 years old, asks you to go on a date? How can I benefit being seen with that? Make sure part of the date is going to the ATM. Make sure it's the ATM right next to where y'all are going. It's like, oh my gosh, I need some cash for, I forgot to get cash and I left my card at home. You just go to the ATM. At the restaurant, ask him to suggest something. If he picks the cheap stuff, you know he don't want to spend. um, I really wouldn't ask a man to pick anything for me because sometimes men have limited palates and they're just gonna pick what they like. So I'm gonna pick for myself and see what his face look like when he tries to find it on the menu. If he don't try to find it on the menu, then we're good. If he starts looking on the menu for what you can order, trying to find a price, then he might not be a good candidate. And he shouldn't be looking at price if he asked you out anyway. It should be anything option. All options are available on the menu. What do I do when he talks about how successful his exes are? I say great. Say great. I love how powerful women have become. Don't compare yourself to them. You're not the ex. Remember, starter wives usually are successful because they barber the build. Or their ex-girlfriends are usually successful and they don't need them. But you're going to trick them and say, you know what? I prefer my man to be successful and me to just look cute and pretty. Just give him the wrong answers so that he knows, like, though they're his exes for a reason. He couldn't keep up with them. He couldn't impress them. They were too successful. Just like I like for my man to be successful, and I just want to lounge around in cute lingerie all day and wait for him to get home. Be lying, but what can he say to that? Like, then he's gonna switch the subject and talk about how successful he is. Okay, you don't want you don't want to get offended or embarrassed or mad that he's talking about other women. What he's trying to do is tell you, I could pull successful women, but you can't keep successful women. That's the difference. You can pull any woman, but you can't keep any woman. Uh-oh, Black Barbie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your sugar daddy is disrespectful to me, but so am I to him. Is it wrong of me to be upset when he's being mean? No, if y'all are evil to each other, then it's perfectly fine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just get your money. Make sure he ain't late with them bills. Okay. Do you tell him you want to be a stay-at-home wife? You don't tell him that right away, and you don't tell him you just expect to be one. Like you just mention it. Like don't even say when we get married. Say when I get married. You're not even going to pull him into the whole idea. You're going to say, well, when I get married, I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife. I'm never going to work. My husband's going to be successful and take care of me. You don't tell him you want to be his wife and stay home. You say, when I get married, I'm going to be a housewife. I'm not going to work. And my husband is going to take care of me and the family. And if he continues to want you after that, then he's on board. Okay. But you don't tell him that's him. You just say, whoever he married, that's how it's going to have to be. But you don't have to volunteer that information until later on after y'all have been dating a while. Okay, your mom is an independent. Okay, Luna says her mom is an independent, hardworking woman. She always tells me to make sure I'm independent. Be a married, kept woman. Should I go get a degree? I don't. Why would you? I have degrees, but I don't use them. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you need one, go get one. If it's going to please your mom and you want to please your mom, then do it for her. But literally, most people, they don't even use their degrees. They end up working in some other field or not even working at all, especially if they're a kept wife or a kept woman. Because you can do both. Look, I have 2 degrees and I'm a kept woman, and I don't use none of those degrees. I didn't pay for any of them either. I didn't pay for any of my degrees. I don't even use them, and I'm a kept woman. It's always good to have options. Okay. So how many women use their degrees and how many don't? You're gonna see. If you're paying for it, don't waste your money. If somebody else paying for it, go get it. It's free. Why not? But I'm not wasting my money. Don't go into debt over them. There you go. If it's free, then why not? Do it in your spare time. How do you get him to pay for your nails and toes without being aggressive? And he's old. The old me would have said, "You like the way it looks, huh? But I don't want to uninspire him and be rough." Or you got to hold his hand, sit next to him, rub your boob on him, and say, "Baby, rub a boob. Make sure you smell good." Say, "Baby, my nails, aren't they ugly? They ratchet. I need them to get redone." Blink them fake eyelashes at him. Smile real big like you playing dumb. Well, how much do you need? Girl, you gotta just flirt. That's all you gotta do. Hmm. You said carrying luxury handbag repel. It depends on how you look, because some people think y'all bags be fake anyway. I don't know. Honestly, if it's like too much name brand, it looks like you're trying too hard. And a lot of people think the bags are fake anyway. Like if you need money, here's my thing. If you don't own a house, if you still making payments on your car, you don't drive a luxury car, but you got a luxury bag, most people gonna think it's fake anyway, or that your priorities are out of order. So if you don't own a house, if your car is not a luxury, don't carry too many luxury bags because people are gonna think they're fake. Like, why is she living in an apartment driving that car but got luxury bags? Are they fake or she has bad priorities? So you don't want to represent yourself that way. Just get a nice looking bag that doesn't have any labels on it. And then he can upgrade you and gift you something nice. You know what I'm saying? That way it doesn't look like you have bad priorities. But if you come in there with all these luxury bags and you asking him for money, he's either going to think they're fake or you got them gifted to you from some other person. and da 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 da. So just get like a mid-range bag, okay? Don't be doing the most. Save that for when you go out with your girls or your friends or travel, okay? If you want to what? Do mid-range bags. Don't do too expensive. Um, and like let me tell y'all something like I don't know, in the suburbs, even though these women out here can afford to carry the most expensive bags, they don't. That's the funny thing. They have nice cars, nice homes. They got like expensive, you know, casual clothes with no bunch of logos on it. They don't spend a lot of money on handbags. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to stand out like a sore thumb, especially to like a guy who's used to looking at women who aren't doing the most with the handbags. Okay. All right. How to have fun and be seen if you don't have money. I'm a student. Any tips? Girl, go out and look good. You will always be seen if you look good. Look your best when you go out. And people will buy you stuff. Yeah, if you look good, you're gonna get stuff bought for you, girl. What? Is it a red flag when a man asks you the brand of your handbag? Um, I would say a little bit. Like if it's not like an obvious logo on it and he asks, I would say, yeah, it's kind of a red flag. Men shouldn't be into handbags unless you're asking them to buy you. Get you, yeah. So yeah, where to meet wealthy men besides restaurants? I don't have money for steakhouses every weekend. Um, go to the bar. Go just hang out at the bar on the rich side of town. Um, go to happy hours on, after, about what, 4 or 5 o'clock next to nice office buildings and nice areas. Okay. Go to, yeah, happy hours are literally a good place because all the guys that are getting off work who got money in those nice buildings look for the cars in the parking lot, go sit there after, um, during happy hour. You don't like most people when they go to a steakhouse, they're usually bringing a date. You know, you want to catch them when they're not out on a date or stuff like that. You want to go during the daytime, even lunch when they're on their lunch breaks. You might want to go sit at a nice bar at a restaurant, like a restaurant bar across from their building, because most guys are just going to go eat lunch at the restaurant that's closest to their building and then get back to the office. So that's what you want to do. You want to take off, go there during lunch, go there after work, and do the happy hours. Hmm. You'd rather collect than to be what? Women run away from me. I don't know why. Mm, I'm not. I don't know why either. You got some money for them? Put some money in your hand. They'll run towards you. Okay. Go to the ATM, get your little stack, and just walk around. They're gonna, they're gonna turn around and start following you. Okay. That's all you gotta do. Just go to the ATM, put in your little pen, have the money in your hand, and just start walking. Go to the bar, go to happy hour, go to lunch, and just be walking around with the cash in your hand. Girl, everybody gonna say hi to you. Hey, how you doing? Ooh, sir, how are you? My name's such and such. All you gotta do is go to the ATM, walk around with that money. Okay, you will have no problem. No one will run from you. They're gonna start singing that Whitney Houston song. I wanna run to you. And then your problems will be solved. Because I tell you, most of y'all's problems can be solved with money. All y'all need to do is get y'all money up, walk around, and you'll have it. He said, went on a date, he called me bougie, red flag. Does he want someone ratchet, Daisy? He calls you bougie? Would he rather have called you ratchet? You bougie. What would you rather me be ratchet? Say, all right, next time I'm gonna wear my blue wig. Mm, okay. What to do if men manipulate and take advantage of the fact that I don't have much money? You sound lost. You sound like you don't tell them you got a lot of money. Your family got money. How are they going to take advantage of you if you don't tell them nothing? How they going to know you broke? I think we need to use. I think we need to start using common sense. Men don't take it. Men will take advantage of you whether you rich or broke. Okay, if you let them. You supposed to be worried about how to take advantage of him. What are you doing? Y'all worried about the wrong thing. You should have asked me, well, how do I take advantage of him? Then I could have told you something. Oh, Jasmine, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your mom always said never tell a man about anything you have. Exactly. You said your dad calls you bougie, Lulu. That's a compliment. Okay. Yeah. You need to be worrying about how to manipulate the man, not the other way around. Okay. Should you could you keep your distance from a potential boyfriend because he's going through family issues and thank me for being understanding. I really want to see him hang out. What? Yeah, I will be gone. Like when if he wants you, he'll find you again, baby. He'll find you again once some issues are settled, okay? But in the meantime, do what you gotta do. What do you do when you live in a place with all dusties? You move. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You save up and you move. That's what you do. You go get you a sugar daddy, you get his money, and then you put the down payment on wherever you finna move to, and then you go move. Hmm. Shira, I ignored him, started talking to him again. He said, I didn't think that you liked him romantically. How do I convince him? You don't. Women don't chase behind men. Okay. You don't convince him of nothing. You are the prize, not him. Okay. And if you have to convince him that you like him romantically, he don't like you romantically because he would be too busy trying to figure out how to get you. Okay? Leave him alone. Okay? Leave him alone. He don't really like you. If it's that complicated, it's not worth it. If it's that complicated, it's mixed signals. If it's that complicated, leave him alone. He don't want you. If he wanted you, he you would know. Okay? You wouldn't be guessing. You'd be like, yes. This man want me. I can't even get rid of him. He want me that much. Is it bad to hate when a man tells me about all his problems? If you got that many problems, you can't help me, sir. So I'm out. Like you got too many problems. Like if a man has more problems than he has money, then you need to be gone. Okay. Yeah, you need to be gone if he got more problems than he got money to give. Okay. Every time he tell you about a problem, he need to be giving you some money. right? So, how often should you freestyle? You live in a wealthy neighborhood, but many feminine men here in the city. Find a city with a lot of masculine men. Go out of town, baby. Sometimes you gotta go out of town or in the outskirts of your area where there's more masculinity. Okay, maybe a small town, something like that. Oh, Jasmine, sprinkle, sprinkle. $5,000 a month for your listening ear. Exactly. He's supposed to be asking what you need from him when you wake up. That's right, Taisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then say to those men that you are not a therapist. Exactly. Nobody would tell me their problems because they wouldn't like my answers. Because they're too simple. I'm like, well, just stop caring. Just cut them off. Simple, right? Be done. Move on. They want you to sit there and give them all this advice that they ain't gonna take anyway. So just tell them, move on or stop complaining. Solve the problem, focus on the solution because I'm bored. Do I believe in having male friends, strictly friends, if they're gay? Mm-hmm. Because they ain't gonna be a friend for long because you know something gonna happen eventually. So unless they're gay, you know, you can't really say that y'all are friends because eventually somebody gonna want some. So usually they have to just be gay. That way you don't have to worry about that problem. Mm-hmm. A man asked me what's my pronoun. I got turned off. I don't believe in that mess. You should have said paid. I am paid. Is your pronoun. All paid. All bills paid is your pronoun. I go by all bills paid, paid in full. You said you don't do that mess. My pronouns are $, SheRaSeven, capital S, capital R, capital S, and that's my cash app. Paid she, paid female, paid her. Goddess princess paid. Exactly. Paid in full. Okay. What is what if he's struggling with precisely then refer him to an expert on it? Here's my thing. You're supposed to be the man. If you need help and all that kind of stuff, and my answers aren't enough, then I'm gonna get me a couch. You gonna lay on it and pay me $200 an hour, and I'm gonna help you out. But other than that, leave me alone. Okay. I'm gonna get my glasses and my little notebook, and I'm starting the timer. Go. And then what? But I'm gonna bill you, or you gonna pay in advance. Actually, I'm gonna just get my money now because I don't trust billing people. Y'all ever been to one of them restaurants where they don't trust people to to put a bill on the table, so they make you pay before you get your food? You ever been to one of them? I'm not talking about like you pay at the counter. I'm talking about like the waitress comes out, you put in your order, and then she makes you pay right there before the food even come out. I was like so surprised when someone um, did that. Like they pulled out their little iPad thing and said you got to pay before the food come out. I'm like, what if I don't like the food? No, because okay, guess y'all be having dine and dash over here a lot. Um, you said how to act when a man approaches you. You smile. They introduce themselves. You introduce yourself. If they're gonna give you a compliment, you're gonna say thank you. They're gonna lead literally the conversation. You don't have to do too much work. They're there to impress you. They're leading the conversation. You're just entertaining their, you know, their company. That's all you're pretty much doing. You have to have main character mentality as well. When people approach you, you're not struggling trying to impress them. They're needing to impress you because you didn't approach them. Therefore, you don't need to impress them. You already impressed them enough. That's why they walked over. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband is the provider, but he has been asking to borrow money from me. I work. He always pays back. Girl, the answer is always going to be no. The answer is always going to be no. And that way he will stop asking. Somebody said, ew. The answer should always be no. Do not make that a habit. If you keep giving him money, he's going to keep asking. Stop giving it to him. Say no. Don't ever ask me that again. The answer is always going to be no. You the man, you the husband. Figure it out. Stop spending what you ain't got. That would be my answer. How do you reject them sexually and keep them interested? Promise it to them at a later time that will never come. I really like you, and for me to really be into you, I really have to get to know you a little bit better. And I do really want to be with you in a sexual way, but I just need a little bit more time to warm up to you, get to know all the things you like, and I need you to pay attention so that you know all the things that I like. Girl, pull it out, drag it out. It's like, my favorite hotel is that I want you to take me to. Name the hotel. It's like, maybe we should book a room for the end of the month. Girl, all his hope is high. He's gonna be buying you stuff in between. Then all of a sudden, 2 days before the hotel stay, some fake Aunt Ethel dies. The aunt that does not even exist, who's been having pain, who you've been telling him about, who's your favorite aunt. You know how she be calling and talking to you all the time on the phone. You mention it to him. Guess what? Something gonna happen to fake Aunt Ethel like 2 days before you're supposed to go to the hotel, and then you're gonna be like, "I'm so sorry. I really wanted to, experience this with you. It's just gonna have to wait a little longer, and I know I'm worth waiting for, right? I just have to go fly out to fake Aunt Ethel's funeral. I still had to figure out how I'm gonna get this plane ticket, and then when I'm back, then we can go out, then start all over because you're mourning, mourning the fake Ethel's death. Then he gotta wait a whole nother month. Okay, you said don't lie, tell the truth for what? That is the truth. Fake Aunt Ethel is gonna die. Because you've already planned it. So it is the truth. Okay. If you already wrote it down, got your little level up journal, shameless plug, and you wrote down fake Aunt Ethel is gonna die before I have to sleep with him. You write that down, and when you tell him Aunt Ethel is gone, fake Aunt Ethel is gone, it's not a lie because you wrote it. Okay. He don't know she's a fictional character. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So that's all I'm saying. It's not a lie if you wrote it. If somebody was talking about a story that they read and someone just happened to overhear them and they didn't believe them because the story was so outrageous, it's not a lie. She read that. It's true in the book. It's true in the script. Okay. Remember, main character energy. This is your script, baby. You could tweak it. If you're a good actor, they let you rewrite stuff and switch stuff around and add stuff in. Okay. How do you decline movie night at his house? Say you'd rather go out. I'm so sorry. I'm in all the time, and I'm a homebody pretty much. And when I go out, I really want to get out and have fun. And so, movie night is just like any other night at my house, and I don't feel like, you know, I can really get to know somebody, watching movies. It's so silent. You can't really talk. I want to go out. I want to dance. I want to eat. I want to experience life. We stayed all inside during the corona and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's time to get out and go be out there again. Don't you want to have fun? Just get them like all amped up about being out and say maybe in the future. Like, don't say no altogether. It's like maybe in the future, but right now I'm really wanting to get out because I spend so much time at home. I just really want, I have all these nice clothes. I really want to go out. I really want to just be having the best time. Okay. What if he wants to take me out, but I just want to get paid? Make sure you take him out to the ATM machine, girl. Make sure you set him up so he know to bring that envelope full of cash. And say, you know what? I need some new tires. Oh my god! And like if he likes you, he gonna bring the money. If he don't, he think it's a real date. He just thinks you're dinner company. If he really likes you and he wants to impress you, he's gonna help you with whatever you want. Okay. Anyway, if y'all have to ask, let me tell y'all, if y'all have to ask all these questions and he's not trying to give you nothing, he's not trying to impress you, he don't really want you anyway. Okay. He's not trying to impress you. He does not want to do any of those things for you. You know, um, a lot of guys will feel like they still got it and that they can, date women or younger women without having to give them money or pay. And so sometimes they're going to try to, stretch that out as long as they can or as long as they can get away with it. But if you allow it, if they get to go on 5 dates with some young chick and be seen out in public and only spent money on food, and you didn't say nothing or you didn't expect anything or you didn't hint and clue that you need some money, it's your fault because you're just being too nice. Okay? Because let me tell you something. If you had asked them for something or money or in some type of way hinted and clue that you need some money and didn't get it, you're not going to be sitting in that chair because you're going to be gone on to the next one. But some other chick is going to be sitting in that chair being too nice and not getting no money. Okay? If you're meeting these guys online, they going out every other week with some chick and not having to give them money. That's why, You don't be that chick. You are, about your money. If you can tell that they don't like you that much, then don't even go out on a second or third date with them. You know, don't sit there and act like you didn't drop 20 clues and they still looking at you crazy with no money. If you didn't drop a few clues and they're obviously old and they're not trying to impress you, move on. Move on. Okay. It's like they don't have the money, obviously. So you gotta go. Or they don't like you. And they're just old and want some company to make them feel young again. So if they're not about impressing you, then leave. Be done. He said, be different, get your money. Okay. He says it's too soon to give me everything I'm asking. What are you asking? It's like, yeah, I thought so. All right, well, I understand. And then leave. It's like, yeah, I thought so. I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had financial issues, but it's okay. I understand. Be out. You said you got a job with a bunch of men in Austin. Okay. Don't get caught up with your siblings in your ear, and maybe you will get what you want. Okay. I guess y'all are giving advice to each other in there in the comments there. You said you'd rather be the one that got away and than the doormat made. Exactly. What if he's a lot older than me? Then good. You have a baby daddy come up, she your age. What? A birthday. Okay, girl. Yeah, with these little initials. You have a birthday coming up. Good to know you in your 40s. What? Yeah. Secret share. What? Don't stick around for nothing. Exactly. If you hinted include that you need something and they haven't given it to you, you know, when you need it, because if you say you need something and it's like kind of urgent and they wait weeks to give it to you, they don't care. And I don't need somebody that don't care. Okay. Most women want someone who cares enough to get up and do something about it and fix the problem and rescue them and show that they're a man and they're a provider and they can do the most. And that they want to impress the woman by making sure she's safe and got what she needs. If they're not doing all of that for you, they don't want you and you're a placeholder, definitely. So stop even thinking about it. Just be on dates with other guys, and whichever one is jumping to do the most, that's the one that likes you. Okay. Now, whoever's jumping to do the most and can do whatever you need them to do, that's the one that you're gonna probably want to stick with because the other ones are just wasting your time. Okay. And that's how you know they want you when they try hard to impress you and they give you exactly what you need when you need it on time. And you ain't got to ask 50, 11 times. And yes, he should be offering, like LaPeacha said, yeah. Otherwise, they're wasting your time. You're wasting your own time, literally. What question should we ask to get to vet a potential man on online dating app? You don't ask no questions, baby. They're supposed to be eager for you. Like they're supposed to be impressing you. They're supposed to be asking you questions. You're supposed to be like, the only question I need to know is where you work or what's your profession, so I can know your salary, so I can know if you can afford me or not. That's the only question I'm asking about your money. Okay. Oh, Golden Zukar Sprinkle Sprinkle decided to text the wealthy guy that I'm not physically attracted to and who I've been avoiding. Date on Friday. Thank you. Girl, go get your money. Sprinkle Sprinkle. And make sure you call him back or text him or when he calls you back, make sure you answer and drop some fake cheap Dollar Tree glass in the background and say you broke your favorite bottle of perfume and see if he shows up with it. And make sure you leave one earring off. So on the date, he thinks you lost your diamond earring and he's going to buy you another one, girl. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation. Oh, Nueza, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, thank you for all these gems, Auntie. Really appreciate you taking the time to deliver. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you too. Sprinkle, Sprinkle. How to deal with prideful men? I'm just curious. I know this is a common issue. You need to be very prideful yourself. I don't even really notice prideful men because I'm prideful. Like, we just the same. Okay, I'm super proud too. You know, if you're, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm proud too. So I don't know. Like, we're both gonna be sitting there looking like we proud of ourselves because that's how it's gonna be. I'll be like, yep. I mean, if you're not proud of yourself, who will be? I don't know. I think a lot of people are programmed to look at pride as a bad thing. I mean, you should be proud of yourself. So, if a man has made it in this world, he could pay your bills and his bill. He should be proud. Okay. If you're not proud, if you're out with a man and he's not proud, I'm side eyeing. Like, where's your ego? I need you to be so pride. I know you got some money behind that pride and that ego. Because that's usually what's behind it. Money. 'Cause I can deal with pride and ego. They're gonna have to deal with mine just like I'm gonna have to deal with theirs. But I know at least they got some money behind it. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna see y'all later. I gotta go. Okay. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. Y'all hit the like button as you go. If y'all hadn't hit the like button yet, y'all need to hit the like button. If y'all like this video, if y'all want more videos, y'all hit like. You said you can't outplay the player. Exactly. You said don't tweak with all that pride. No, it's gonna be hidden pride. I'm just gonna be very sure of myself, and you're not. It's not gonna be no insecurities. You can be prideful in a way that's not boastful. Hmm. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Now I'm gonna see y'all later. Okay, y'all go get y'all's money. Make sure y'all dealing with men who really want you and like you, and will do whatever they need to do to get your approval and attention and impress you. And stop dealing with these dudes who are using y'all as placeholders unless they're paying you. Okay, get your money. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.